Hi everyone. Fellow Achilles, my name is Owiti. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I've been in practice for the last 4 years, going to my 5th year. And I'm here to start a conversation with my fellow colleagues here. Mawakili, msalimeni watu.
Hi everyone. My name is Njeri Karanja. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I practice in Ruiru under the name and style of Ngugi Gathu and Company Advocates, and I am a member of the Young Bar. Yes.
My name is Moses Kioko. I think in this conversation I'm the youngest, the last born of the advocates. And I practice in Nairobi, and we are here to have a candid, sober discussion about the LSK presidency. So karibuni sana to this conversation. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Ike, for hosting us and inviting us to this candid conversation. You know, the issue of LSK presidency is something which needs to be canvassed articulately, kwa sababu it is not something that we as young advocates need to gamble. My name's Derrick Bruno. I'm the chairman of the Advocates Hub and an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, practicing as such and style of Derrick and Smith LLP.
Guys, as we discuss, you guys, have you started applying for the 2024 PC?
Mimi nimesha apply. I have my PC.
Hauja apply wewe bado?
No, me nime apply. But let me tell you something, guys.
Yeah.
Before COVID, I hear at these guys used to wait for 6 months. Me I remember my first year of practice. I waited for almost 6 months
To get your PC.
to get my PC, for sure. Imagine
6 months.
6 months. So with Faith's regime, I cannot believe that within 4 days you can get a PC. Your last year's PC, how long did you have to wait to get it?
Actually, mine, from the time I did my application to the time I downloaded it from my portal, it only took, I think, 5 days. I applied on Monday, and on Friday the same week at around 6 I was able to download it in my portal. So it took me 5 days. Actually, I hear you guys during your days mlikuwa mnapanga line, mkienda huko Gitanga Road, you submit documents physically, then kutoka hapo mnangoja, you need to make a follow up every other time, unakimbia huko kuangalia.
No, ulikuwa unabebana hivi na makaratasi hivi. You know, uko na uko umebeba bag. Mtu adhani unaenda kutoa submissions.
Na hata ikienda na hata certificate ikitokea hauambiwi, haupigiwi simu, unaambiwa kujia certificate yako. Ni wewe ujibane uende mpaka huko uende ukachukue.
I remember my first application.
It was a very sad state of affairs then.
My first application nilishinda Gitanga Road.
Ulipanga line?
Nikipanga na PC iko ready. Haiko ready, utaambiwa.
Next week. Uende ukuje next week. Next week unakuja unapata. But with this current regime, Faith has done quite a number of good jobs. The PC application and the whole thing about the PCs, tunaweza sema hats off. Hiyo nayo kama kuna kitu imesaidia mawakili ni hiyo. You are just doing it at the comfort of your home. Alafu you just need to be checking your portal whether it has been uploaded there. Yours is just to download the certificate na uende ukaiweke kwa ofisi and you continue with your business.
You can even apply it through the phone, your smartphone.
Yes, when you're seated in the office or wherever.
Hata kama when you are somewhere in a meeting, unaulizwa PC, you just apply it there.
Like I said, during my first time when I was applying for my PC, nilikuwa nimechanganyikiwa. Then you see you are asking okay, haujajua mawakili wengine you can call to ask them. what is the procedure. Mwingine ukimpigia na kuambia time zetu zilikuwa hazikuwa hivyo. So as we have the declaration forms, I don't know you have what, kila kitu lazima ikuwe pale. So unaenda unauliza mwenzako, did you do this? Hata mimi ilifika point ikahang, but Faith was just ready to help. Personally, I called Faith. Nikamwambia, I'm stuck here and I have been on my phone for like 2 hours and I don't know how to proceed. She called me, akaniambia jina yako unaitwa nani, what is your P105, akaniambia let me give you someone to assist you to get your things done. Now, do you know, she sent someone my number. I was called by someone, akaniambia okay, nimetumwa na VP, amesema nikusaidie. Where have you reached? Mi nikamwelezea what I have. Within 2 minutes I was done. I was almost done, but there's something I was not doing right. Then akaniambia what you need to do, just have a good passport of yourself, then send it to this email address. By next week on Wednesday, come for your ID. And that is what happened. They are making things
you know, even me this particular year, this 2024, I had an issue with my PC. The payment was not reflecting. You know whom I ran to? I ran to Faith. Ngaombe Faith, Elzopre hapa nimekwama kidogo. Akaniambia she just sent me she sent me a number. Akaniambia just pigia huyu mtu atakusort, a particular person in the secretariat. When I called the guy, akaniambia usikate simu. What is your P105? What is your name? What is your invoice number? By the time I was hanging up the phone, the payment receipt ilikuwa ishafika kwa email.
So you're trying to say that at least squeezy the secretariat at LSK has really improved.
By the way, even if you write an email, PAP inakuwa responded. I remember I had an issue with my CPD on last year, so that I can comply to apply for PC this year. That was somewhere in December. The secretariat, there's a guy anaitwa Harold anakuanga hapo kwa group. Faith told me angalia hapo Harold akusaidie akupange because I had not been awarded a CPD. So nikaandika email. So actually I didn't call him. I wrote an email. So kuandika email nikapata a response. So nikaona there's no need of even looking for this guy. So
wow, that has really improved. See siku zetu ati unapiga simu na this number you are calling us cannot be dialed. What is not happening? But anyway, can I ask you a question?
You are having a working council. This one, for the first time, even non-lawyers are recognizing that we are having a working council.
So
at least someone treats you with
with respect. Anajua huyu ni wakili. We have seen their leaders on TV, they are championing for their rights. Vitu kama hizo zinafanya mpaka the name of this noble profession inarudi way it was.
Hakuna tear gas LSK.
Hakuna vita, hakuna kuchapana na vibanda.
Unaona get
for the avoidance
but anyway, you guys, let me ask. I was thinking about maandamano, I was thinking about the national maandamano thing. Kasema some advocates walikuwa like na unajua nini kitambo vitu kama maandamano, tear gas, unaweza pata wakili amekuwa tear gas na hata maybe hata sina insurance. So do you guys have medical insurance?
Before tufike hapo kidogo seniors, for the avoidance of doubt, tumalize hii mambo ya PC.
Okay,
being the last born. Mimi nimeapply PC.
Have you taken out yours?
I have taken out mine.
Yes. Acha tukupatie mkono. Unasikia aje
hata mimi nasikia I belong where I'm supposed to be.
Kuna
LSK and it is good at least.
Practice number.
Right now I'm saying P105 is legit.
We laminate, then you frame it.
Nasema at least even now accessibility of people in council, it is very, very easy. And there are even numbers that are being posted very frequently on these platforms where you can get assistance. So tunaweza sema really, and now talking honestly that the council is really working.
Actually, you cannot post an issue in our WhatsApp group ukose Faith akirespond. Actually, she comes there, highlight your message yako, atakwambia kindly contact this person. If that is not the case, she will come behind the tent. Atakutext ama akupigia. If she's driving, atakupigia kwambia aje kindly talk to this person and you will get assisted. Unlike your days Ike nasikia mteja wa nambari uliopiga.
What happened to the old number?
I don't know what that number is.
There's a new number by the way.
Unaona nini ya Coca-Cola ama Coca-Cola company.
Kwa market ikapeano.
Hiyo ilishapeano. So bede nilikuwa nakuuliza. Bede sasa mmoja ndo last born.
Yes.
Uko na insurance kwanza?
Mimi labda tu NHIF.
NHIF no.
I remember the last time I took insurance was when I was joining what is it called? Kenya School of Law.
Hata
wazazi hawajaini
tukupeleka Kenya.
At the time my parents until now recently is when now at least they have a cover of which it found me yenye nishapita 18 years. So necessarily hapo nilipitwa na wakati. But tuseme ukweli NHIF ndio yetu sisi wote. Na ile cover ingine nilikuwa nayo it was when I was joining the Kenya School of Law because it is mandatory that for that 18 months you have insurance. But we are happy that there's something that is cooking.
Yes.
Within the
No, it has already been cooked.
Yes.
It has already been cooked. It has already been served.
Yes.
It is on the table. Members are scooping.
Sasa actually I remember there's unajua my background is in church. So I can remember when I was young there was a priest who was saying na mimi sasa nimepakua chakula, kazi yenu ni kufanya nini? Kukula. So the insurance thing isha pakuliwa. It is us to take up the initiative
to scoop
and we be beneficiaries of the same
actually
initiative.
It is called the Bupa cover.
Yes.
Bupa cover, that one has been championed and negotiated by Faith. It is her initiative and I understand we have like 100 members who have already taken out that cover. So there are members who are saying it is expensive. Others are saying they need to renegotiate for the fees to come down. But I think that one is on the line. She's doing something about it. The benefits, the reason why people are asking why they didn't go for CIC, they didn't go for Jubilee, they didn't go for Britam, it is because this Bupa cover has a wide range of benefits. You can even seek medication outside Kenya. You can go to India for medication. I think with an exception of going to the UK. And we have had cases whereby advocates are suffering from these terminal illnesses. We are fundraising. A family is required to cough 10 million for you to seek medication in India. So with this kind of a cover, all these problems are going to end, because once you possess that one, you and your nuclear family are covered under it. So hatutakuja kwa WhatsApp groups tunakuja kuchangisha 10 million that you're going to India.
Unapatanga tu umeadiwa hapo.
Watu watasikianga tu someone went to India for medication then you are here, target is 10,000 10 million. Unaona tu mnashinda tu every day mkiamka it is the same story. Flani messages hata you cannot do anything else. Mpaka wewe ukiwa mahali huko kama hujachanga una feel guilty. But with this kind of a cover, hizi vitu tu zitafanyikanga tu. You don't have to let everybody know your predicament or what you are going through. Unaenda tu India, watu tu mkirudi mnaitwa tu sherehea Thanksgiving. Vitu kama hizo. It is her initiative and she's doing well. So I hope they are also continuing to renegotiate ndio for young advocates to tukiweza to take out the covers.
So it's a challenge that we have to push to which faith should continue taking on.
Yes.
Tumsukume bana tusaidie asaidie last born apate bupa.
You know
Nenda maandamano kupiga tia gas.
Alipiga na tia gas kanisa.
Bana kwa kichwa.
Chairman. Sasa bibi yako atakuwa covered kwa hii bupa.
Si hivyo ndo Njeri. Wewe lakini sijaoa.
Lakini kwa nini yeye akuwe covered na bibi na watoto hawako? So hata bibi yako atakuwa hapo akienda kujifungua. Unaweza tu amua aende akajifungulie tu wherever.
So ni jikaze.
Jikaze. So and already Isha prove it is working. This is not something that she's going to experiment. It is already working. There are members who have already taken out the cover. So ni sisi tu pia tutie bidii with the conducive environment for practice that they are creating. Najua tu tunaenda kuzipata. Tunaenda kuomoka mawakili. So vitu kama hizo hata ukiambiwa hatutakuwa tu negotiate ati ni expensive. Utakuwa tu unasema iko wapi? Juu zinaingia. At least we have stability sahi. So uko sure saizi hakuna vita, hakuna ile uoga tulikuwa nayo. Then the name that had been lost, it is now restored. Saizi ukienda mahali hata kwa Karao ujiintroduce kama wakili, kuna ile kaheshima yenye iko. Kitambo alikuwa anakuona tu kama unakuja tu hapa vurugu, unakuja you are just a hooligan. You are just a hooligan. Wewe ni mtu wa fujo, vitu kama hizo.
Dogo modi ni nini?
Nimesema about hizo subgroup unakuanga na watu wanakuja wanachanga sijui kila mtu anatoa sijui 1000 nini, mtu amefiwa na someone. What is Faith anasema nini about this?
You see
this whole ABA.
Yeah, issue. You see this is the reason why I think she's working so hard to have advocates have their own covers. Juu yenyewe you will see the target is 3 million. But hata mawakili wenye tuko kwa group yako chair advocates have hata mkitoa 1000 each na unajua tu amwezi fika hata 100,000.
Kuna watu wengine ni mkono gama hata wengine unajua unashida hapo kwa group ukibegwa
bado siko anapiwa no
5
sasa niko na 105 pale kuomoka naenda kuomoka deadly
na umesema unaenda kuiframe yake kwa ofisi
alafu unajua there some little things people miss in these things kwa sababu one I think with Bupa you are recognized internationally. You are an advocate working in Kenya, but you are recognized internationally. That is number one. Number two,
unajua na hiyo Bupa mimi naweza jipiga ngumi ndo niende India.
Now that is actually the point where I'm headed to.
Pande ndege.
Mtafanya watu watavuka barabara.
Kwa sababu we do not wish
Istampio na ndo unaenda India. But
actually we do not wish misfortunes on anyone that at the first time you have to travel outside the country it is when you are going to seek medical attention. Lakini anyway wacha nikuete lazima kidogo
wacha tusonge kwa hii maneno. Unajua sisi nimekuja ku notice that branches wanafanya so much for us, mostly us young advocates. Ukiangalia going through these newsletters Nairobi branch, I see a lot of activities. So nyinyi mnaona venye mnajua Faith, what is Faith stand kwa hii maneno ya branches? You know, I've been looking at what branches are doing for advocates, and mostly what my feeling is that branches inasaidia young advocates sana. So what is the thoughts of
Faith anataka more funds to the branches. She recognizes the work that the branches do. Na anajua activities mingi sana zina happen kwa ground. So that is one of her agendas to make sure that funds are devolved to the branches. Ndio watu waeze kujitegemea kutoka huko kwa ground. We don't have to be coming to Nairobi when we are seeking assistance. You first start from your from your branch. I think that is one of her agendas that she's going to implement. She has been in the system. She has experienced the difficulties that the branches are facing. Now she's working towards that. Now that amejua si kitu mpya atakuja kuleta, there are things they had already initiated. Inahitaji tu fine tuning tu kidogo tu hivi. Na funds zinatumwa kwa ground.
But kwanza hii Nairobi branch yetu we need money.
Lazima
Nairobi branch iko na Gmail.
Iko na Gmail. Unatumia Gmail.
Ebu ambie I think ina Faith wamejaribu sana because kutoa pesa more kwa Nairobi because you remember the first ile end of year 2020 tulikula chicken wings na nini na bia moja usually at least this time wame improve
alafu kumbuke chair chicken wings hawapatani
unakula kapisi kadogo hivi kamoja na kabia
mimi mambo ya chicken wings chicken wings.
Mluya, sure.
Nenda ndio party umepewa chicken wings.
Chicken wing moja na bia. Faith akasema never again. We are going to
work on that.
Kama unakula tuonde.
But ile ya last year ilikuwa
but ya last year there was improvement. Walisema never. Ile before walisema never again.
We are going to add. They are taking notes, they are learning from their mistakes.
Exactly.
They are endeavoring towards making things better.
Yes, so, and that's what a leader should do.
And that is who a leader is.
I think it is devolving of services also. And it is just a replica of what the national government is doing. I think bringing closer services to the people, to their members. Exactly. So bringing more funds is empowerment. And if the empowerment is there, Apoko branch, then it will uplift even the members that the branch is serving. They will feel a more effect than before actually running to the council. At least you have a first-hand help.
Like last year I had a number of branches they held their India. Hizi vitu hatukuwa tunasikia.
They never used to be there by the way.
What you used to what all wanasema India tu ni ya Nairobi branch pekee na ni ya chicken wings na bia moja.
Na hata pia kuna had a series of those events. Tumekuwa nazo actually our end of year party was a success.
Yes, I even attended.
December mlituchafua sana.
Every day
was a end year party. So by the speaking of Thika and speaking of these branches, I heard that there is now e-filing in the Thika law courts.
Yes.
What is your stance on the LSK, the council itself empowering branches for such for such activities or services to various small branches? What are your thoughts on that?
Actually, I think that would be the best thing to do. Saizi, you see, actually, Corona came with advantages and disadvantages. Because were it not for Corona, we could not be having these things.
Ningekuwa bado tunabeba mabriefcase
tukienda kotini.
Unaona Mose kwa hapo hivyo. Waje hii Uhuru Park.
Amekalia senior briefcase.
Umebeba.
Afika juu nimehema nimeisha hata zieni kusema
I'm not pleased your honor.
Can you repeat that again? You didn't even sound pleasing.
I think the platform is offering a lot of what we call in science tukiwa wadogo making work easier. You are saving on cost, you are saving on time, and which is good. At least pia bwana suti zisipigwe na jua huko
barara na vumbi huku.
Ukishamaliza hiyo elevation ya milima unapanda.
Alafu one thing I realize with this platform e-filing, you are not restricted on time when you should file, whether it is on Sunday evening, on
3
Saturday evening, on Friday evening, whatever time you just think of putting in your documents, unaenda tu una scan, unazifile tu ukiwa huko. I don't think it has time restrictions. No. Like in court, wakati ulikuwa unaambiwa ikifika 5 am 5 pm registries are closed, hawezi enda kusijui cashier has gone home, you are not allowed to pay, then kesho unaenda tu hauna explanation. What are you going to tell your owner? That kwa nini huku file? Saa hizi hata hiyo asubuhi, even if you are given 15 days, the 15th day at 7 am you are able to file your documents. Alafu it is very efficient because you're getting the invoice, you pay there, and then you get your documents, and then you serve.
Nakumbuka kitambo registry vile ilikuwa. Unaenda unapata maklako wamesimama huko nyuma ya wase.
Uko tu hapa no please waya niko na koti. Nichukulie hiyo.
Unaenda mkipakishana majasho
wote. Unatoka hapo hata marashi yako hata imeisha, unakaa kama umetoka kwa sale.
Kila mtu ako mata yake ni agent.
But I conducted a matter in Thika, small claims, from scratch to mpaka ikakuwa concluded without going to Thika.
Yes.
You can just imagine how efficient that system
is. That one is happening. Actually, these days you don't need to go to court in person.
So speaking of cases, I don't know if you have heard about, I know most of advocates do not are really against these Weber matters. Do you know Weber matters have gone to the labor offices?
Yeah.
What is Faith's stance on this? Because I believe, for me, I feel that this should be course corrected. I think that decision should be really course corrected. What are your thoughts on that?
Faith's stand is that this matters be brought back to court.
She's championing for that.
She's championing for that, and my reasoning number one is it will also try to get us some bread and butter.
True.
As advocates.
Siko ubaya, but I have this example. Kuna mtu alikuja sijui amekatika vidole kwa ofisi. That was I think 3 weeks ago.
Amekatwa na mashine akifanya kazi.
So umse akakuja na hizo documents. So me I was like just advising wewe enda tu kwa labor office. Lakini at the back of my mind, Mungu anisamee. Wewe ini do inaenda wewe.
Inaenda bana.
Ni brief inaenda hii bana.
Unaumia lakini there is nothing I can do. By the way, her position is that we should have these matters brought back to court. It is also going to create, like Mose has said, bread and butter for young advocates. It is a great opportunity for young advocates.
That's what we are fighting for in this
that is,
profession.
I believe that is, not that I believe, actually that is her position, and that is what she's championing for. So in due time, she's going to work on that. And we are going to have these things done. Na ndio maana nasema mtu akifanya vitu mzuri, ukifanyia kama amekuwa hapa VP na anafanya hizi vitu zote, sembuse, kuna Kiswahili kama hiyo? Sembuse akienda hapo juu. Si sembuse, ni sembuse. Sembuse akienda hapo. So now what I know from where I come from, if someone does something good for you, the best reward is just to
reciprocate.
Reciprocate. Usikue tu hapa kazi yako ni taking advantage of people. When you kuchukua tu, you are just using people then dumping them.
There should be a medali. I think mcheza kwao, I think utuzwa. Utuzwa is rewarded. Mcheza kwao utuzwa.
Template ya maji.
Mcheza kwao utuzwa.
Mcheza
kwao utuzwa. Now this council is functional. Wenye walikuwa wamecheza kwao in their various positions, it is also time for us now.
So
you tucheze kama sisi.
You see, 2 years is also a very short time for people to implement whatever they raised or they put down in their manifestos. But within these 2 years, we have felt that there has been a working council. Kuna kazi imefanyika kwa council within these 2 years. Hata kama time unaonanga tu like the first year ni ukuje you put your house in order, sijui nini, before you start implementing your manifesto it is another time for elections. But someone like Faith has been in the system, amekuwa VP, they have been working together, she knows how that council has been operating. So kutoka hapo akikuja huku kwingine, what she did not achieve when she was the vice president, she's now going to achieve as the boss. Na most of the decisions sasa yeye ndo atakuwa na make, this is what we are going to do, this is what we are going to do. Like hiyo maneno ya cover za advocates, insurance covers za advocates, I'm sure na about the LSK tower. Si kila mtu anaendanga Kitanga Road anashikwa na huzuni. You do not even want your relatives to come where you report.
You get mtu wanaweza ishika hivi.
Unaona fanya hivi mabati hapo bana. So there is this the Wakili Tower. Bana na mabati. Yenye she's championing ikijengwa, and I'm sure with due time. Juu saizi washaanza hiyo process. Akienda kwa hiyo kitu kingine they are just going to implement. Alafu we also have the issue of mentorship of young advocates. Faith has been good at that, considering now she's a mother. You know how she corrects us with love. Ataona tu mahali mnapigana ama you are misbehaving, she will not hesitate to call you to order. Atakwambia na yenyewe aika hapa unapotea njia, njia unafuata na wewe
tembo ulilikia maji, tembo
ulilikia. Na kiona there is actually Faith has even come through for these people who have serious drinking problems. Amekuwa yeye mwenyewe taking it personally. She wants to find out where the problem is and she follows up. Na akikupata ukiwa umeshikilia chupa hamtaambiana naye vizuri, atakupiga lecture kama mamako venye anakupiga lecture. So she's a mother, she's someone who you can rely on. In times of distress, Faith will always come through for you. Hata kama akujui. Me, the first time I interacted with Faith, it was through a phone call. She didn't even know me. Na nilimpigia na akanisaidia. So it doesn't have to be like she has interacted with you at a personal level. She will come through for you as long as you are an advocate within the Republic of Kenya. So atakusaidia tu as long as you have a P105, atakuuliza shida iko wapi, and she will come through for you. So Faith has done quite a good job, and for that reason mimi nasema I support Faith, I endorse her, I will support her with all I have. I will urge members to support Faith na tumpeleke to the next level, to continue with the good job that she has been doing. Na kutoka hapo after 2 years, I hope you are also going to have a platform like this one to evaluate the work she has done. Na tufurahi sisi wote tukisema
sio 2 years. We will be having such conversations as we go on.
Checks and balances.
Yeah, for the members.
Tunakuwa na discussion, tulisema this is going to happen.
How
far have they gone?
Is Faith delivering on his promises, on her promises, sorry. But I know she delivers.
She delivers.
Aki-promise kitu
Faith for Kitanga Road.
We have faith in Faith.
We have faith in Faith. Na akisema by the way you deliver.
Let me take you back a little bit to where
she's
we were.
Fearless. What is the meaning of the word faith? She's fearless, ambitious, industrious, Faith. Tenacious. Honorable. Is that the meaning? So Faith, F for fearless.
Ambitious.
Ambitious. I industrious. T tenacious. Then H honorable. Yes. We have faith in Faith.
So Ike, unakumbuka ile regime nyingine vile walikuwa wanasumbua? The previous regime.
Unasema vita regime.
Vita regime.
Unasema yenye ojia alitoa kina Kamende huko LSK.
Faith alikuwa hivi na gate.
Karibu yeye alifanya hiyo gate kakua weak.
By the way, Faith is someone who is very bold and she's fearless. Faith hata ogopa kwenda hata apige magoti when it calls for that. As long as she's advocating for justice. Atapiga hata magoti, atapuliza hata vuvuzela.
Njeri, unajua nini wanasema ati Faith ako too young. Ati Ruto ni mtaf. Sijui atakanyagiliwa. I don't know.
So let me give you an example, and by that you will tell me whether she's bold ama she's someone who can be bullied. So kumekuanga tu na maandamano hizi za the opposition side of the divide or whatever it is. So watu wanaenda wanashikwa. Faith is always in courts fighting for the release of these people. Anasema watu wameshikwa doing what the constitution the constitution allows them to do. So Faith si mtu mwenye ati utakuja umkanyange hivi. She may be having that innocent face and she's calm, but that does not mean that she's not a lioness. Si mtu anaweza act. Tumekuwa kwa maandamano on our screens. Mtu wa kwanza unaonanga when you see LSK you expect to see Faith hapo. Anakuanga she will not
independence.
Independence
in respect of the judiciary.
Respect the rule of law. Faith saizi kama angekuwa muoga she could not be calling out the president of the Republic of Kenya for utterances he has been making. Angekuwa tu anajificha. But Faith is always hata kwa magazeti she features everywhere. She's not a coward. Faith si mtu mwenye atakuja atingishwe, akuje atishiwe maisha, ambiwe.
Niseme kwanza ulitokea kwa magazeti la.
Nilikuwa kwa gazeti na nilikuwa Faith. Tulikuwa na Faith kwanza, nilikuwa na placard ya kusema independence of the judiciary, then Faith alikuwa na ingine respect the rule of law. So kama mtu kama Faith angekuwa by the way I learn a lot from her. Mimi mwenyewe hata kukaa kando yake, it is because of the brave her. It is because of how firm she is. When she focuses on something, when she wants to achieve something, she will get it. Faith amekuwa, and before even they organize for the peaceful protest, Faith alikuwa tu all over, even on Facebook, on social media platforms, talking about the excesses of the government. She will not hesitate. She will not refuse to call out the government for whatever they are doing wrong. Atafanya tu, atawaita, atawataja na mpaka na majina. Ataenda hata Gitanga Road, aende aite presa na akuje aongelewe. So Faith is not a coward.
So
hata kama she's
magic izidi unga tunaenda State House Cafe.
Just cause
mimi hata na last week hata hao watu walitukatishia maandamano.
Ilisha mapema.
State House. Twende tupige like it was very evident. Hao watu hakuna kitu wangetufanyia. Walikosa kutupatia dawa ya homa bana. Walituogopa.
They knew we were not just protesting for nothing. They knew we had a concrete reason to call for those demonstrations and to attend the demonstrations.
And I think the voice has been heard.
The moment a politician attends a function na anasema do not respect court orders. Where do these people leave us as advocates?
Let me ask you.
Let
me tell you.
Court order is not just a piece of paper.
Court order by the way.
Tunafaa kuendelea na hii conversation. Hii story ya Ruto alisema you cannot I'm not going to obey court orders. What are your thoughts on that in terms of if the government cannot respect court orders, huyu mtu wa chini pia anafaa pia ku respect the court order?
Let me tell you something. One thing that the president forgot to tell people, despite the fact that he was calling members of the public not to obey court orders, President Ruto himself is a product of these courts.
Yes.
When he lost, when the opposition went to court to challenge his win. Ni akina nani walienda waka uphold win yake?
It's the court.
It is the court. If that time he was seeking justice from these courts, what is this that now has changed? That he's condemning courts everywhere he goes. Anaongea kuhusu hizi courts. That was reckless, and I am glad that Faith called him out.
Yeah, he called him out.
So what about
he forgets that these court orders, if you address the members of the public in such a manner, and you even make them to understand or to disregard court orders, hiyo inamaanisha nini? Kila mtu ukienda ukimserve na court order atakuwa anakuambia basi rais alisema tusiobey hizi vitu. Wanasahau court orders is not just any other piece of paper. It is a document that has a lot of weight in it. So I think the utterances were uncalled for. To me they are not welcome. Court orders are that is where we survive actually. Without court orders utapewa nyumba yako itakuwa inaenda kuauctioniwa. You serve someone with a court order, the next time wako hapo na doza wamekuja kubomoa hiyo kitu, gari yako inakuwa auctioned, unapelekea mtu court order ama ya client wako, they are disregarding them. So
what about these public interest litigations? What has Faith probably done in terms of
about PIL escalate sana in this current council, by the way.
Yes.
That just as my observation. We didn't have a lot of PIL. So in escalating this PIL, the current council may increase the number of young advocates, as in
on the list.
Yeah, if there's a PIL somewhere, senior and a junior,
Yeah.
So they're giving opportunities to
young advocates,
which is
also
to get
grow,
Look at it also as mentorship.
As mentorship, yes.
It's iron sharpening iron.
You know even Vecha amesema hivyo imenikumbusha certain senior akisema siku hizi young advocates wana briefs mingi kutushinda. Can we attribute that to Faith probably?
Yeah, actually, in one of her achievements, I think she has conducted a series of mentorship programs za young advocates, and I remember even actually before we came to the bar there was one. I want to believe that they are continuing. Hazikuishia hapo, zinakuja tu zikiendelea. Na the fact that we are having these PIL matters being handled by young advocates, they are giving opportunities to us to grow. Na ukuwe na hiyo experience, uende ushike rada ya koti venye vitu zinaendeleanga huko. It is a very good
kujenga
thing they are doing. Hata kujenga jina. They are doing a
si
good
kila
work.
siku okiamtata.
Si kila
Saa zingine pia
umeona they have also gone to court. They have litigated these the matters of national importance.
Nilisikia senior fulani akisema nowadays young advocates they walk into court and come out with orders. Sijui kama ulisikia wewe zini.
Sasa unajua the problem is that with how things are right now, with the opportunities venye ziko things size as we speak, I feel that ziko on an even playground, that whatever brief you can get is whatever a senior can get.
Yes.
You know.
By the way, there is a time I used to read on WhatsApp groups, watu wakisema that squeezy Faith is so much into young advocates than na watu wengine they feel that Faith has forgotten them. Si ati Faith amewasahau, amejua, she has understood our plight. When we had no shoulder to cry on, she's always there for us. Unakimbilia tu, unampigia tu simu, she comes through for you. So if you're not getting people to hold our hands, then who else is going to do that? Unapotelea tu. It's only Faith unaenda umwambie yenyewe hapa sijakuwa na kakitu bana for a week. Hapa
nirushie brief moja ashwali kwani nitalala jana huko.
Sitalala jana.
It is always good to be taught how to go and get the fish yourself.
Exactly.
Always it is good we are equal now in terms of briefs, kwa sababu I will not keep on calling a senior nimwambie niaje aki leo sijakula kwangu nisaidie tu 30 bob ya skuma leo. Unacheki. And then in the next term something happens aanze kukuanika huko ni aje.
Nimekusaidia sana wewe. Kwanza unapiga wewe nimelipia PC hebu nisalimie kwanza hapo wewe. I hope you're doing well. Huyu nimemsaidia piga picha.
I think bwana hiyo equality bwana. And we are I think we are the largest number now.
And then they are trying to bridge the gap between the young advocates and the members of the senior bar. So Faith, wanatufanyani to feel comfortable interacting with these people. Kitambo it used to be a big deal. Kuna leaders ungesikia this is the president of the Law Society of Kenya, hata uwezi mkaribia. Saa hizi tunawasalimianga tu hivi hata na SMS. Uko aje rais?
Ni aje Zopre uko aje?
Uko aje? Kwanza na mwitanga peng.
Hello.
Na akakujibu anakuuliza
peng mama.
Woza kuna vitu wanaandikanga hivyo. So they are trying to make us feel comfortable and welcome in the profession, and actually that is a very good thing. Saizi hakuna haja ya kuogopa. Saizi hata ile uoga mtu alikuwa nayo after admission, unaweza enda kotini uende submit before a certain magistrate. Nasikianga anakuanga mstrict. Unaona through interactions with these people. Mambo inakuja ikiwa rahisi, you get used to these people. Unaona tu these are just your seniors, there is nothing they can do to you. Ni watu tu, they started from somewhere and actually you have a lot to learn from them. Personally, I learn a lot from Faith. Kwanza mimi mwenyewe, she has been a lecturer. We have seen other lecturers being called out by students. Wanasema wewe hatuta kuchagua.
Alituacha pale hiyo campus.
Niliamka mara ngapi? Sijaona comment kama hiyo about.
Huyu alikuwa anataka some.
Yeah. So that one tells you hata her interaction with the campus guys at their level is also good. Na ni mtu mwenye ako free na anasaidia hao majamaa wakiwa huko makampu. So mimi mwenyewe kura yangu moja ni ya Faith. Na I want Faith to move to the next level, to get that seat, to win these elections so that she can continue with the good job she has started and she has been doing.
You know you cannot separate politics and you come by the year. You cannot separate politics and religion. And if you look back, King David himself, when we talk about someone being young, King David bana alitolewa mahali na kasling kake na tumawetu ngapi? Tutatu. Akaenda kuwa jaya.
Mambo ni ma?
If there was anything to go by at someone is not fit for office because of age, surely age is not about leadership is not about age. We place someone there because we see this person will be effective,
they are competent,
efficient, they are competent, they are fit for the job, they have a track record.
Ame overqualify.
In fact,
akona experience.
In fact, ungekuwa na prime minister wa LSK yangepewa hiyo.
So ulikuwa unasema something about Faith as we try and wrap up.
So there's nothing about that. Faith is young. Faith is competent, and we are sure when she's given the job, hata aenda kulala daro. Ule ni mtu ataserve members and
chapa kazi proper.
She has a track record. She has proven that she can actually do it.
Ame overqualify.
Amekuwa kwa system. Na definitely there is something that people saw in her when they were electing her to this current position. So kama angekuwa young that time, saa hizi tungekuja tuseme unaona tu niliwakanya, I warned you against voting for these young guys. See what they are doing. Hakuna kazi wameenda kufanya. But saa hizi hata akiitwa mtu young, you can see that she has delivered. She has delivered to our expectations.
And she has walked through the ladder from committee member. To Nairobi rep, to VP.
Yes.
Ini kitu
so Faith mbili tena
You see, as much as they are calling them career, you see, as much as they call them career politicians at LSK, I always feel huyo ni mtu, ukiita mtu career politicians, basically huyu ni mtu wako jealous. Because you cannot transform, you cannot transition from the committee, you come to the branch, and now you are the VP, kama hakuna kitu watu wanaona kwako. Unajua kuna watu wengi sana, they vie for those positions, and they are sent home very early in the morning. So that discussion about these are career politicians, it is neither here nor there.
Lakini niulize aje, niko na swali tu moja. Niulize. Kama wewe huwezi jitokeza uchaguliwe na watu,
watakani
ni nini shida yako? Either una manifesto, either una ulimi ya kujibonga poa. Na saa ingine pia tunachaguanga looks.
Kwani kuna tulikuwa thika alisema huyu msichana ni mrembo. Ni
painting.
Hello. Tumalize the conversation at least tuende nyumbani. Take us home.
So ladies and gentlemen, I think we need someone who has integrity. We need someone who is ambitious. We need someone who is, name the words. If there's someone who has made me believe in humanity in this short period I've been here as an advocate, is Faith Moni Aoko Odhiambo. And that is why I endorse her for the LSK presidency. Only one rais ni mjamo, Elzopre ni mjamo, president ni mmoja, kila kitu. Faith Moni Aoko Odhiambo, LSK president 2024-2026. Majama, you have to bring this one home. Bring out yourself in large numbers. Faith has to take this seat. And if she will not perform, we have said this discussion will continue. In a year, basi, LSK should be disbanded. I promise you she will work. Faith Moni Aoko Odhiambo for LSK president. Asante.